Cool,
that
no
okay?
problem. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Let
Am I
me,
coming across okay?
yep, you're coming off great. Let me make sure that we are all set. I don't want any double echoing or anything. All right, let me do some recording. Record.
Do you need my glasses?
Yes, you could leave your glasses on. So let's get started. I want to first say thank you for taking time out your busy schedule to join me today. I am so happy, like I said earlier, so happy to see your face. It's been a while since you and I have been able to chat. How's everything going in the new role?
It's great. I've been so busy. I'm learning so much. It's an amazing experience.
Yes, yes, most definitely. So let me introduce you. This is Chitra. She was a part of our BDS 24 cohort. Software background, correct?
Correct.
Yes. And she was actually the first person from her cohort to receive a job. And she was so nervous at first when she first entered the job market. And look, she was the first person to actually secure a position. So I want to say congratulations
Thank
to
you.
you. I'm so
I know, it
happy
was
to
such a
see that.
surprise.
But you're so awesome. That's why. So that's why you got the job. You were very deserving of it. So let's get to learn about you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So I started my career in the telecom field several years ago, where I worked as a software developer, product manager, even did switch deployment. I managed a team of network engineers who performed pre-sales technical validation. After that, I took a career break to take care of my son. And in 2017, I returned to work. And in my last position, I worked as a software developer doing front end, back end development, mostly front end development. I completed the Data Science Live online bootcamp at NYC Data Science Academy in April of this year, 2021. And I'm now working as a data scientist slash AI solutions engineer at Cedrus Digital.
Awesome, awesome. So can you fill us in on your educational background?
Sure. So I have two graduate degrees, one in computer science and another in information technology. My research interests are in distributed databases and software reuse.
Okay, awesome. So what motivated you to join the academy?
So I joined the academy because I wanted to pivot my career to data science and machine learning. In my previous job, we were developing a reporting app for high school math teachers. I was interested in the data that was being generated for the app and wanted to learn how to analyze and study the story from that data. After trying to learn from other online resources, I realized that I needed to, that a lot of those programs weren't really teaching the concept of data and machine learning in a very thorough manner. So I knew I needed it to find a program with a more complete curriculum and an interactive environment.
Awesome. So how was your experience during the academy?
The experience at the academy was absolutely positive. The instructors are amazing. They share their knowledge so generously and patiently. Concepts were reinforced using something called a spiral teaching method, where the techniques were introduced multiple times through teaching and through projects. The staff is very supportive, caring, and always available for any questions or doubts or concerns. The program is intense, but if you get through it, you can leave with a strong foundation in analytics, visualization, and machine learning.
Okay, awesome. How did you decide on the project topics while in the boot camp?
So my first project was about vaccine preventable diseases, and I picked it because the COVID vaccine was just coming out, and I had lost my parents to COVID last year, and I wanted to find out about how other vaccine preventable diseases had been controlled across the world. My
Wow.
second project was about drug discount coupons, and it stemmed from my curiosity about why prescription drugs are so expensive. I wanted
Mhm.
to learn how consumers could save on prescription drug costs. The third project was assigned by the Academy, and the fourth one was part of an internship program that was
Mhm.
arranged by the Academy.
Okay. So, what is one takeaway that you learned while in the academy?
So my primary takeaway was that data science is not just a science. I think you can just get caught up, when you think about data science in, the math and the calculus and all of that, of course, is very, very important.
Mhm.
What I learned at the academy was that data science is also an art that's used to solve business problems. And the science is, of course, in the techniques, and the art is in understanding of the data. Each one understands the data differently, and that can make a huge impact on the kind of conclusions you would make in your model.
Awesome. So, switching gears a bit, now we're going to go into what you experienced in post boot camp. How did career services help you while at the academy and during post boot camp?
So NYC Data Science really takes job placement very seriously. During the boot camp, the academy helped craft my resume. They helped me, they conducted job search workshops. After the boot camp, the academy floated my resume to several employers, which is how I found my current position at Cedrus Digital. The post bootcamp study plan is grueling, but very helpful. We had to go through several coding challenges and were given targets on the number of jobs we had to apply for daily. We had weekly meetings to give a status on our job search. This
Mhm.
really made all of us accountable for the job search process.
Yeah.
NYC Data Science doesn't consider their job done when they graduate you from the boot camp, but
Yeah.
instead work with you on an ongoing basis to guide you during job search. So
Yes,
it's
it's
really a great program that way.
yes, it's our job isn't done until you guys secure a job. We want to make sure that whatever you learned in the boot camp is actually applied with the job that you guys are searching for. So it's very,
Yep.
very important. So as you said, you're currently employed with Cedrus Digital. What made you decide to take the role?
I took the role because I was excited that it would expose me to how machine learning is applied in the real world. Because the position was basically required that I work with Cedrus Digital customers, figure out what kind of problems they're trying to solve, and understand whether AI or machine learning would be a right solution for them. And so, it was a direct application of what I had learned at NYC Data Science, and also trying to, kind of get understand the challenges out there. And in a lot of cases, you really, AI may not be the right solution. So knowing the difference, and then once you know that AI is the solution, then you have to dig deeper to figure out what that solution needs to be.
Awesome. So what are some things that you would recommend to those interested in the academy?
So I would recommend that they jump in and apply, as there's no cost to go through the process.
Uh-huh.
Ask to talk with a student who has a similar background as them. And
Mhm.
finally, ask to talk with a career counselor like you, who can provide insights on opportunities available after completing the boot camp.
Yes, most definitely. And last but not least, did you feel like the tuition was worth the value of your experience?
Absolutely. I view the cost of the tuition as an investment, which would, be paid off once I was able to get a job. So
Right.
it's totally worth it. And I can say from experience that it's, I've already recovered my tuition.
Nice. That's always very important. So I want to bring up one last thing. So we actually had somebody that you recommended to our program graduate recently. Can you discuss who that person is to you and how did the conversation go with him joining our boot camp?
Yes. So the person that I recommended the program to was my husband,
Mhm.
who is, who's been in the analytics, the financial analytics space for several years. And he was looking to, get into machine learning and, being a very senior person in his position,
Mhm.
we weren't sure if, NYC Data Science program would meet his requirements. But
Mhm.
all of that is, behind us because he just graduated and
Yes,
he's now in the job search process.
yes.
And he too loved the program. So, we're an NYC Data Science family at this point.
I love to hear it. Chitra, I want to thank you so much for sharing your story. It's very motivating knowing the things that you and your family has gone through this past year and all the things that you and your husband have been able to accomplish. It's a beautiful thing to see a couple join the boot camp and be prosperous and successful. So thank you for sharing your story. Please
Sure.
don't be a stranger. And thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it.
No, and thank you for making us part of this story as well.
Most
And we wish
definitely.
you all the success. And we really hope I know, Vivian's dream is that, NYC Data Science will be kind of like a conduit for data science, for the data science
Mhm.
industry. And I really hope you guys get there. And I think you are all, you're on the right track to get there.
Most
So
definitely. Thank you
congratulations.
so much. We would definitely speak soon.
Great.